Hello, everyone. This is Ibrahim, spiritual community animator. I hope you're all doing well. And today we're going to be practicing a mindful minute all together. You might ask yourself, what's a mindful minute? It's a minute or a moment in the day where we take a moment just to, practice mindfulness. And you could view it as, guided meditation or guided reflection. Okay. And today's practice, today's mindful minute, is coming from author Rhonda McGee. She is the author of the inner work of racial justice, healing ourselves and transforming our communities through mindfulness. Okay, so that's the source, and you might ask yourself, what's the point of practicing mindfulness? What's the purpose really of mindfulness? Are there any benefits? And those are all valid questions, beautiful questions. So we're going to name some of them, but I want you to know that there are more, but we're just going to name a few in this video for this guided practice. And then I want us to spend more time on actually practicing that mindful minutes. So usually, I mean, I'm sure you could all relate. If there's a lot happening, whether in your own personal life, within your family, your immediate circle, or maybe within the school community, or even in the world, sometimes when we go through things, we feel overwhelmed. Okay, sometimes we experience a lot of sadness, a lot of anger, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of emotions that we don't necessarily know how to cope with them, and what to do when we're experiencing those emotions. Okay, so mindfulness, that's where mindfulness helps you. It comes in and helps you cope with these emotions. And one of the benefits is that, first of all, when we're practicing it all together, although virtually, but if I come to your class, I'll try to make sure that we have a mindful moment during the presentation, like that we feel that connection, right? So, because one of the benefits of mindful minutes or guided uh, or what we're about to do, actually, it's called the stop practice, and I'll talk about it in a second. One of the benefits is that you recognize that we're all connected, right? It cultivates a sense of compassion towards yourself and towards others, right? So you're cultivating and creating, right, and that sense of compassion and love, not just for yourself but also for those around you and the people that you're practicing with. Also, mindfulness helps you be present. A lot of times, your mind, and we're wondering and we're like thinking ahead, and that stresses us. Mindfulness helps you be present. You live in the moment. Listen to others and act with intention. What do I mean by act with intention? That means not just reacting, right, to what's happening as a reaction, right? No, but you're acting. Your behavior has an intention, has a purpose, has a focus, right? So mindfulness, if practiced, could help you develop all those tools. Okay. So maybe sometimes some of you might get upset. It's like you hear something that really made you upset. Maybe something that made you sad. Uh, giving yourself the chance to respond as opposed to just react, right? So given the chance for yourself to respond to what happened, that is also part of mindfulness. So responding as opposed to just reacting. And of course, you make sure that through mindfulness, actually, make sure that your response is aligned with your own values. Okay. So, what we're going to practice today is the stop meditation practice or mindful moments. So, stop, each letter has a different meaning. Let's all go through it. But if you would like, before you start, okay, you can bring your mind to a time where you had a strong reaction to something recently. Ideally, you want it to be recently so that you could relate. Okay, so think of it moments where you had a very strong reaction to a moment, whether because you heard something that made you super upset, right? Whether something happened to you, to a loved one, that created that strong reaction that out of you. Maybe you heard something in the news, somebody told you something, something that you experienced. So, and then now that you identified that moment, so take a second just to think about what happened recently that made me, that kind of made me react in a very strong way. Once you identify that thing, okay, now so I'll keep it in your mind. I want you to remember that event. Okay, take a moment and remember how you felt when you recall that moment. Then you're gonna walk yourself through the stop practice. Okay, so first, okay, the stop, the S is literally for you to stop whatever you're doing. Okay, so imagine, we're gonna re-narrate that story. Okay, so whatever happened that made you react in a very strong way, we're gonna re-narrate it in our minds through the stop technique, and then you could practice it in your own life once you see how effective it is in your own mind. So the S for stop, it literally stops what you're doing. You have to stop what you're doing. If you're walking, stop. If you're talking, if you're playing, take a moment and just pause. Okay, just stop everything. That's what the S stands for. The T in stop stands for taking a breath. So once you have paused, take a deep breath. Okay, conscious breath. Think about it. Don't think about anything else. Feel it when you breathe in and out. And to help you, you could put one hand maybe on your heart so you could feel what's happening, maybe one hand on your belly so you could, experience that breath. Okay, so let's do it one more time. You're going to take a deep breath from your nose. And now breathe out. Notice what's happening to your belly when you breathe in and out. And we're going to do it one last time. Do you notice your belly falling when you're breathing? Does it happen when you're breathing in, or does it happen when you're breathing out? So let's now look at the next letter. Let's look at the O in stop. The O is for you to observe. Okay, notice what is happening, not just around you, but most importantly within you. When you're breathing, when you're taking those, from the T, take a deep breath. What is happening inside of you? What's happening to your emotions, to your mind, to your state of mind? What's happening to your body physically? Right. So, do you feel nervous? Are your hands? Do they feel sweaty? Do your fingers feel cold? What's happening to your body? What's happening to you emotionally when you take a deep breath? So observe what's happening within you, around you, without any judgment, and observe your thoughts. What are you thinking about? Your emotions, your body. Do you feel numb somewhere? Do you feel some tightness somewhere? Okay, so do it again. We're going to take another deep breath. And now I want you to ask yourself those questions. Ask yourself, what are you feeling, whether inside of your body, around you? If you feel comfortable, you could always close your eyes when you breathe in and out. If not, you could keep them open, whatever works for you. After you notice, what's happening, you go through the O of observe. Uh, Keep on doing it. If you notice that your body's feeling a little bit more relaxed, your anger is slowly getting reduced, well, you know what, keep on practicing a few more times. And then the P, remember, stop, right? P is to proceed with intention. So now you're able to take the next step in your day, and from this place of calm, strength, and clarity. Okay, because again, you don't want to just react to what's happening, right? Your decisions, your actions have to be focused. They have to come from a place where your mind is relaxed. Where from a place of strength, calmness, and very clear thinking. Okay, and anytime, and that's where kind of your application comes in, right? Your practice comes in. Anytime you feel you're going through big emotions, big feelings, remember to stop, right? Each letter has a different, plays a different role in this practice, in this, mindful minute. So take a mindful minute. So the message here is, to remember stop, the stop practice, and it could help you bring more calmness into your body, to your mind, to your emotions, of course, and it will help you make better decisions, right? So now let's go back to that scenario in your mind. And of course, normally, by the way, maybe you need to practice breathing in and out a few more times. I just wanted to demonstrate it quickly for you so that you're equipped with the tools. But in reality, sometimes you need to spend like maybe 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes just breathing in and out for you to bring down your emotions, for you to clear your mind, so that you could make decisions with clarity of mind. So go back to that scenario where it kind of created resulted in a very strong reaction from you, and ask yourself, if you practice, or if you stopped and you practiced our stop mindful minute, would your reaction, or would you respond with clarity, or would you react? What would you do? What does stop? Now, do you see how the stop technique helps you make better choices? Right. So re experience that moment. Ask yourself, okay, if I took a moment, I started to, I stopped, I started to breathe in and out until I feel calm. I observed what's happening around me. Then I proceeded with the intention of, I acted based with clarity of mind. Would my actions be the same? Would it be different? Okay. So that's the mindful minute that I wanted to explain, that I wanted to share with you all. I hope you like that. I hope you're going to practice it. And I hope to see you soon in your classes. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day.